Senior class officers, if you would, please come to the stage. Everyone else, you may be seated.
Good morning, Woodford County. I am Bryce Patterson, Vice President of the senior class. We would like to welcome members of the Board of Education, Superintendent Adkins, members of the faculty, friends, family, and the graduates as we celebrate this momentous occasion together. I am truly glad that I was lucky enough to be a part of the class of 2022. It was a pleasure spending the last 13 years making memories with all of you and being able to come together today to say our final goodbye. Congratulations, everyone. I know you'll do great things.
Hello, friends, family, and soon-to-be graduates. My name is Addison Kerr, and I'm the senior class secretary. I would like to take this time to introduce and thank those who have had a true impact on the 2021-2022 school year, beginning with representatives from the Woofer County Board of Education. Chair Danny Bradley, Vice Chair Amanda Glass, and board members Angela McHale, Allison Richardson, and Ms. Sherry Springate. Introducing the Woofer County administrators, we have Superintendent Mr. Danny Atkins, Assistant Superintendent Mr. Garrett Wells, Chief Academic Officer Mr. Ryan Asher, Safe Harbor Academy Principal Mr. Logan Culbertson, Principal Mr. Morgan Howe, Associate Principals Ms. Amanda Guess, Ms. Rebecca Preston, and Mr. Kevin Ferris. We would like to also take this time to recognize 4 special guests who will be retiring this year. Mrs. Catherine Marks, Mrs. Susan Green, Mr. Ken Tonks, and Mr. Bob Gibson. Mrs. Marks has served Woofer County for 17 years, Mrs. Green for 18 years, Mr. Tonks for 22 years, and Mr. Gibson for 27 years. Thank you for your commitment to Woodford County. Class of 2022, as we recognize and thank these people who are dedicated to our education, additionally, we appreciate the people who have loved us and made an impact on our lives by helping us get here. Also, a special thank you goes out to the teachers who have shaped us into the students we are today, to the friends who have supported us, and to the proud supporting parents and families. Lastly, thank you to the Woodford County community that has helped the class of 2022 get through a time we never thought was imaginable. Thank you.
Hello, I am Mary Peyton Thompson, Treasurer of the senior class. Would everyone please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Dawn's early light, what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still
This coming summer and fall will bring a new chapter in the lives of all of our graduates. Please be seated. I better start with that. This coming summer and fall will bring a new chapter in the lives of all our graduates. Some will attend college or technical school, some will enter the workforce, and others will enter the most admirable of all careers as they join a branch of our armed forces. Less than 1% of the American population joins the military, and at this time we would like to recognize those students who will join that 1%. When your name is called, please come in front of the stage and remain there until all names have been called. Gerardi Andrade. Chris Baker. Josiah Dale. Connor Dutton. Javasio Dickerson. Alexis Cartner. Andrew Cartner. Jackson Moffitt. Morgan Receiver. Ty Richardson. Amador Sanchez. Scott Watson. Weston Wright. And David Zanotti. Next, would all veterans of any branch of the armed services here today please stand to be recognized? Finally, on this Memorial Day weekend, I believe it is fitting that we honor those who have given the ultimate sacrifice and the loss of life for the very freedoms we're expressing through this ceremony today. If you will, please join me in a moment of silence for our fallen members of the armed services. Thank you. I would now like to introduce our Superintendent's Award winner, Kristen Bailey.
Fellow graduates and guests, good morning. I am honored to be standing alongside you as we celebrate the graduation of Woodford County High School's class of 2022. While it is bittersweet to be saying goodbye to this chapter of our lives, I can't wait to watch our class go out and change the world for the better. We have the power to speak out and stand up if only we discover our fire that will make us unstoppable. To my classmates, I applaud each and every one of you for overcoming all challenges placed in your path to reach this summit. Each generation seems to face new and unique hurdles to success, and ours is no different. We continued our education while the world shut down. We discovered new and innovative methods of learning and overcame social isolation. We overcame fear while continuing friendships and embracing family. We let nothing impede our progress or growth. I grew up believing that my introverted nature was my biggest weakness. It was not until my freshman year, through the encouragement of Miss Duncan, that I began assisting others through tutoring and began my own personal change. I found that I had a voice, my voice, and I could use it to impact the lives of others. And, in the process, I impacted my own life as well. As an introvert, I learned that being quiet does not equate to being silent. I will be forever grateful to Miss Duncan for the faith and confidence she had for me. It was her voice that led me to mine. We must use our voices, collectively and individually, to continue to push change for the good. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. We are the change that we seek. We must speak out. We must speak out on behalf of those who can't, and in place of those who won't. We need to use our voices to help those less fortunate than ourselves and to encourage others to embrace compassion instead of avoidance. We cannot let fear of dissent quiet our voices. Many may be silent or disregarded. For them, we must speak. In the words of President Ronald Reagan, we can't help everyone, but everyone can help someone. Live simply, love generously, care deeply, speak kindly, and leave the rest to God. Before I close, I want to urge each and every one of you to always remember those people who have influenced your lives with their voices. Not only should you pay forward their impact, but you should also share with them the impact that they have had on you. We were blessed to have a faculty and staff of Woodford County High School. We enjoyed a wealth of role models who were always there for us when we needed them. We have so many tireless teachers, and I hope one day to continue that legacy. For me, I don't think I can adequately express the gratitude I have for teachers such as Ms. Duncan and Dr. Sargent. You both have changed my life. Thank you for opening your doors for me at times when I needed it most. Your grace and kindness to me and to all that you encountered have set the standard for what I want to be as an educator. You have added much to my life story, and I hope that one day I can pay that forward in kindness to others. To my parents, a thank you will never be enough. You have inspired me in more ways than I can count, and I am so thankful to have grown up in our little zoo. Thank you both for shaping me into the person that I have become today. I love you both to infinity and beyond. To my Mimi, Nana, and Papa, you all are truly a light in my life. I am forever in awe of the heart of gold and compassion that you possess. You have all taught me that life is not about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about dancing in the rain. The time that we shared as Woodford County students will be years that we will all cherish for the rest of our lives. Whether or not your plans after graduation will take you away from this community, Woodford County will always be our home. Your future is in your hands, if only you have the courage to make your dreams come true. May your wisdom guide your words and actions as you work towards your next adventure. There is power in the voice that lies within each and every one of you. There is beauty found within kindness and empathy. As you embark on this new and exciting stage in your life, I encourage you all to be the change you wish to see in the world. As I end, those of you who know me well know that I could never give a speech without a reference to Disney. At the end of each day, the parks conclude with a huge fireworks show and some words of wisdom that I see ever so relevant to now. And so our journey comes to an end, but yours continues on. Grab a hold of your dreams and make them come true, for you are the key to unlocking your own magic. Now go. Let your dreams guide you. Reach out and find your happily ever after. Thank you.
Seniors, for one last performance, please join your respective groups for the final performance of My Old Kentucky Home. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the performance of My Old Kentucky Home.
Please be seated. Good morning. First off, Woofer County High School, class of 2022, congratulations. Graduating high school is a milestone in life, but one that hopefully is just one of many that you will accomplish as you move forward along your journey. As most of you have heard many times, I hope that all of you will either go to college, technical school, or the military once you leave us. And in turn, I always thought it was our job as educators to prepare you for one of those three options as best we could. I also believed our job as educators was to prepare you as best we could for the expectations society will have of you once you leave us. But my ultimate desire, wish, and hope was that no matter what you do in life, no matter what it is, you find meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. In my younger years, I was driven by the bigger house, the nicer car, or the more expensive clothes. My focus, in other words, was on material things or things of monetary value. It wasn't until after a deployment to Afghanistan in 2006 that I realized, in fact, none of those things are important. See, when you experience inevitable danger, and you know that at any point that day could be your last, you very quickly begin to reflect on life and what is really important. You begin to understand what your priorities ought to be. Questions come to mind like, did I make a difference? How will people remember me? Was I the best dad, the best husband, the best educator I could be? We all know our life has a beginning and an end. But the real question is, what are we supposed to accomplish in between? This leads me to the two most important questions there are. In my humble opinion, nothing you have learned in these last 12 years is more important than the answer to these two questions. Why are you here? What is your purpose? If you have never asked yourself these questions, then I believe you've done yourself a disservice. Life goes by fast, and if you do not spend time thinking about the answers to these questions, you may find yourself later on in life with regrets. Is your purpose in life to live in the nicest house, drive the nicest car, or make the most money, or hold a prestigious job? Personally, I believe all of us have a purpose, and to some extent, our purpose is to make a positive difference in the lives of others. Too often, we only look at how things in life affect me. The problem is, it's not about me, and it's not about you. It's about everyone else. Life is about other people and the positive difference we can make in the lives of others. It's about serving others. It's about setting the example of what right looks like. As I've said many times before, your success in life will not be determined by what grades you make in high school or how much money you make in your career. Your success will be determined by your character, what kind of man or woman you choose to be. The beauty of this is that your success is then determined by choice. Do you choose to work hard? Do you choose to be honest? Do you choose to live your life with integrity? Do you choose to put other people before yourself? As you leave here and begin your journey in life, please keep these things in mind, because I think you will find life to be more complicated and more challenging as you get older. And when it does, how do you choose to handle it? When the pressure grows tougher and obstacles loom larger, these are the moments in life when our character and our relationships with others will see us through. As you leave us and move on to bigger and better things, please be kind, be thoughtful, be a good listener, be willing to lend a helping hand, be willing to love and accept others. I think if you do these things, you will find life so much more meaningful and fulfilling. Class of 2022, I wish you the best, and I hope you find success in all your endeavors. More importantly, as you move through life, I hope you find your purpose. I've really enjoyed this past year getting to know you. My only regret is not having more time and the opportunity to know each and every one of you better. Thank you for welcoming me. Thank you for representing Woodford County and Woodford County High School with pride, class, and dignity. Again, congratulations, class of 2022, and thank you. And now, the moment everyone has been waiting for, the presentation of class 2022.
Jordan Lamar Adams.
Logan Jeremiah Atkins.
Michaela Dawn Agee.
Jonathan Orlando Aguilar Montiel.
Kennedy Claire Alsabrook.
Luis Andrew Alvarado.
Mason Cole Alexander Anderson.
Sierra Anderson.
Gerardi Javier Andrade.
Gavin Andrioni.
Mareda Kaylee Angeles.
Blake Asher.
Hema Victoria Avalos.
Selena Avia Viterbo.
Kristen McKenna Bailey.
Christopher Tyler Baker.
Justin Ty Baker.
Christian Alexandro Batista Hontus.
Cassidy Nicole Bentley.
Kara Lynn Berger.
Andrew David Birch.
Aaliyah K. Blackwell.
Gabrielle Alexandra Blair.
Annika Haley Bleethen.
John Cody Bash.
Denise Michelle Bradshaw.
Samantha Marie Branham.
Leah Tribute Brandstetter.
Charles Moon Britton.
Delaney Marie Brooks.
Christopher Mackay Brown.
Mackenzie Alexis Ray Burdine.
Nathan Matthew Butler.
Ian McGibbons Carr.
Rayleigh Elizabeth Carrico.
Ariana Jane Leanne Carroll.
Kendall Beth Carter.
Tori Elizabeth Cavens.
Michael J. Chappelle.
Jennifer Chavez Gonzalez.
Garrett Joseph Cheek.
Emma Louise Chesser.
Jonathan Kai Coburn.
Brandon Lane Cochran.
Josephine May Congleton. Angela C. Cortez Garcia.
Camilla Page Cosby.
Emily Ruth Cox.
Bryant Warren Craig.
Devin Jr. Crow.
Storm Alexander Curtis.
Josiah T. Dale.
Natalie Joy Daniels.
Jose Manuel Del Rio.
Sophia Del Val.
Olivia Rose DeVore.
Givasio Dickerson.
Isabella Grace Donovan.
Audrey Elizabeth Dorsey.
William Jennings Dowdell.
Caitlin Shea Doyle. Jasmine Renee Duggins.
Dylan James Duncan.
Chance Duchesne.
Connor Isaiah William Dutton.
Emily Ray Dykes.
Kendall Ronell Marie Edmonds.
Jenny Elizabeth Elder.
Kaylin Sierra Escaloni.
Benjamin Micah Evans.
Caleb Wayne Evans.
John David Ferguson.
Morgan Bell Fitzpatrick.
Gabriel Tyler Foley.
Yamari Markia Larice Ford.
Josue Adrian Galvez.
Anahi Garcia.
Fabian Nathaniel Garcia.
Jackson Elijah Geiler.
David Kessler Gibson.
Cassidy Ann Gilbert.
Destiny Cecilia Lee Gill.
Mason Andrew Gillespie.
Allison Taylor Glockner.
Emma Grace Iowa Go.
Emily Gail Goins.
Gael Urel Gonzalez.
Rosalind Gonzalez Castro.
Jackson Isaiah Gordon.
Gavin Christopher Gray.
Kylie Ann Greer.
Christopher Landon Gregory.
Duncan Gregory.
Mackenzie Faith Gregory.
Matthew Tyler Grimes.
Kylie Jaden Groves.
Macy Karen Lynn Hale.
Michaela Brenna Hall. Sarah Elizabeth Hallman.
Emily Alexandra Harper.
Rita Lynn Harrod.
Mason Payne Grimes Harvey.
Reagan Lynn Hash.
Ryan Todd Hash.
Akasha Turin Hawkins.
Anna Elizabeth Hawkins.
Emily Michelle Hawkins.
Lillian Hawkins.
Emma Marie Hayes.
Jaden Tyler Hayes.
Blake Harrison Heller.
Cameron James Helton.
Colin Lawrence Hewitt.
Connor Timothy Hibbard.
Miriam Ann Hickey.
Ashley Nicole Higdon.
Julia Vaughn Hill.
Luke Gabriel Hill.
Howard Eugene Hodge.
James Nathan Holland.
Lauren Brooke Holt.
Rejana Renee Howard.
Sarah Lynn Huddleston.
Bronson Wyatt Hudgens.
Sadie Ryan Hunt.
Danielle Marie Jackson.
Nicholas Andrew Jackson.
Susie Judith Hontis.
Gabriel Keith Jordan.
Andrew Taylor Johnson.
Azaria Janae Johnson.
Tanner Ethan Johnson.
Mackenzie Elizabeth Cairo.
Alexis Lynn Cartner.
Andrew Dwayne Cartner.
Landon Keelan Keene.
Arissa Nicole Keith.
Camden Blake Keith.
Barbara Ann Keneal.
Addison Mackenzie Kerr.
Aiden Darian Khosrowshahi.
Jacob Norris Kincaid.
Marissa Nicole King.
Elizabeth.
Randon Joseph Knight.
Elizabeth Ann Compers.
Tawani C. Kothari.
Brianne Elizabeth Lacefield.
Caleb Abaya Lauderdale.
Jonathan R. Leon.
Zeta Nicole Lyle.
Zoe Nichelle Lyle.
Jeremy Russell Linton.
Jonathan George Linton.
Madison Brooke Lohman.
Orlini Maricela Lopez.
Tarini Loyette.
Hannah Nicole Lugo.
Osvaldo Luna Garcia. Jillian Claire Mann.
Austin Tyler Markwell.
Kane Lucas Marler.
Jennifer Quetzali Marroquin Garcia.
Brianna Arlen Marroquin Ramirez.
Caroline Renee Marshall.
Anne Sophie Grace Martin.
Sarah Janet Mason.
Kendall Nelson Moppin.
Alexander Reagan Mayer.
James Angel Maza.
Calissa Jade McDaniel.
Rebecca Faith McNeely.
Margaret Ann McSorley.
Mackenzie Ariana McWilliams.
Willa Drew Marion Michael.
Braden Dallas Miller.
Emma Catherine Moffitt.
Jackson Moffitt.
Macy Reagan Montgomery.
Sarah Grace Morton.
Justice Alexia Mudd.
Lillian Faith Woodcock Mullins.
Dalton Mitchell Napier.
Ryan Douglas Newby.
Ella Grace Oberlander.
Liliana Olvero Morales.
Jillian Elizabeth Ordway.
Isabella Orozco Martinez.
Amaya Grace Patrick.
Bryce Logan Patterson.
Jordan Hugh Patterson.
James Kobe Payne. Look at.
Benjamin Edward Perry.
Jacob Allen Christopher Peters.
Ashton Clay Pinks.
Christopher Alexander Portwood.
Ashley Jocelyn Quiros.
Davion Lamar Ramirez.
Fantasia Monique Ramirez.
Mariana Ramos.
Tara Ann Rappaport.
Alexander Jaden Ratliff.
Morgan Brown Receiver.
Alexis Peyton Reed.
Amaria Deshay Reed.
Isaac Kevon Reed.
Stephen Ray Reed.
Morgan Elizabeth Reynolds.
Vance John Rich.
Ty Stone Richardson.
Rosario Montserrat Rivera.
Madison Page Robertson.
Parker Reese Robinson.
Jessica Rodriguez Hernandez.
Lily Lachelle Rogers.
Sophia Romanivko.
Hannah Faith Rose.
Elijah Charles Williams Sager.
Noah Thomas Salee.
Amador Sanchez.
Abigail Eve Santos.
Lily Jane Savage.
Jake William Skatanis.
Paige Arlene Skatanis.
Gwen Elise Schreiber.
Angelina Tita Sang.
Mary Elizabeth Schrock.
Aaron Page Short.
Elliot Mitchell Shuck.
Catherine Elaine Sims.
Colin Blair Sims.
Emily Marie Slugantz.
Maya Margaret Smith. Olivia Simone Smith.
Anya Maria Sotero.
Olivia Grace Spears.
Michaela Lynn Spencer.
Magdalene Bailey Spicer.
Micah Daniel Spradlin.
Emilia Claire Sprinkle.
Aaron Peter Standley.
Sarah Margaret Steen.
Tyler Everett Stevens.
Lucy Jurong Stewart.
Abigail Grace Stith.
Randall Levi Stone.
Bethany Storch.
Whitley Lachey Sturgill.
Kara Renee Summers.
Cade Garrison Tabscott.
Aiden Alexander Teague.
Mackenzie Adeline Terry.
Landon Christopher Thompson.
Mary Peyton Thompson.
Coral Jolie Love Tipton.
Dayanara Torres.
Marisol Tovar.
Madison Nicole Tracy.
Caden Michael Trogott.
Riley Catherine Turner.
Jackson Wade Twombly.
Carla Vanessa Utrera Tapia.
Ava Paloma Van Schack.
Michael Blake Vanover. Rosa Maria Vasquez Hijon.
Angie Villa Ayala.
LaRon Nathaniel Walker.
Anna Mae Bijawale.
Serenity Jade Ward.
Morgan Olivia Warder.
Scott Clark Watson.
Jade Rosemarie Weber.
Caroline Taylor Wells.
Nathaniel Zane Wells.
Wade Brian White.
Zalia White.
Carter William Weedman.
Kelly Mae Wolf.
Emily Leigh Workman.
Weston Lynn Wright.
Kevin Donovan York.
Elizabeth Zelazniak.
David Luca Zanotti.
Brody Edward Young. Nathan Scott Hall.
Faith Marie Harley.
What did happen to those papers? What do you do with those two papers? I'm trying to find my paper so I can say the fancy words I was going to say to hand it off to Mr. Atkins. So here, just a second. Thank you. All right. Mr. Atkins, in accordance with the authority vested in me by the Woodford County Board of Education, in accordance with the requirements of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, the State Department of Education, the Woodford County Board of Education, and Woodford County High School, it is my privilege and pleasure to present this Woodford County High School class of 2022 to you as candidates for graduation.
First off, I want to start by congratulating you. You're this close to being official graduates, so that's always exciting. Next, I'd like everyone to stand, if you would, please. Turn to your parents, your families, give them a big wave. Thank them for everything they've done for you. I would also like to thank you, parents and families, for your support of our school system. Without you, we can't push, we can't get out of our students what we need to get out of them for them to be successful. So thank you all very much. I would like to tell a story that I still remember today and really touches me and remains a focus point throughout my life. In 1998, I was able to locate some Garth Brooks tickets. He was performing over here at Rupp Arena. Awesome concert, filled with incredible special effects. The concert started with Garth just jumps up through a piano on the stage. Some of you guys may have been there. Not you guys. You guys. There were lights. It was filled with just incredible special effects. He sang all of his hit songs. For me, it was a highlight of a music love that I've had for years, that I just love to go to concerts. But at one point, Garth went off script. Now, bands and musicians on tour generally have something called a set list, a list of all the songs they're going to play on a particular night. That night, Garth went off the list. As the members of the band left the stage, Garth told the audience about a meeting he had had with a lady earlier that day. It was clearly some type of special event along the lines of a Make-A-Wish Foundation or something similar. As they talked, he asked if she wanted him to sing a song, something special that would mean something to her. She said yes, but her choice really surprised him. The song she chose was entitled Every Now and Then. It was a song from one of his first albums, not on the set list. While the album had been very successful, the song itself hadn't even been released as a single. I had heard the song a time or two, but it wasn't one of my favorites until that night. As he told the story, it became clear that this song had not been on that set list, and in that moment, all the extras, the pyrotechnics, the lights, and the fog machine were all stripped away. It was just this lady, Garth, and his guitar. Now at first, Garth sounded really nervous, and apparently he wasn't the only one. Because normally in a concert, when there's a solo, the other members of the band retreat backstage to get something to drink, towel off, take a quick break. But in this case, they were clearly visible in the shadows watching. Perhaps it was just me, but to me it seemed as if Garth had an epiphany that night while he was singing. It was as if he had rediscovered something. He began to sing the song, and you could hear it in his voice. He became to be more confident. After the first few measures of the song, he seemed to take on an attitude that said, I would sing even without the crowds, the fireworks, or even the money. It's just who I am and what I was meant to do. It is what we understand as fulfilling one's calling. Garth realized his music was his passion, his why. My charge to you is to find your music in life, whether that be the military, whether that be medicine, law, whether it be diesel mechanics, farming, whatever it may be, find your passion. Find your music. As educators, our hope is that we have equipped you with the skills and abilities to find your music. I think Steve Jobs summed it up the best when he said, if today was the last day of my life, would I want to do what I'm about to do today? Put that in perspective. Congratulations and best of luck to the graduating class of Woofer County High School 2022. Thank you.
I am Tori Cavins, your senior class president. Thank you, students, families, teachers, and friends for gathering today to celebrate the amazing accomplishments of the class of 2022. First, I would like to take a moment of silence to honor and celebrate the life of the beloved Blake Hines. One thing that stands out about this graduating class is our resilience. Though resilience can come naturally to some, it can also be born out of fear. Fear is often seen as a bad trait, but I hope that today we see the positive value in how we, as a class, have collectively used fear to find ourselves and push us to overcome challenging times. Each of us have fought individual battles with fear, but together we have been through so much. Losses, social media, COVID-19, 3 principles, and the uncertainty of the future. All stages of life come with different fears. In elementary school, we are worried about not having someone to play with at recess, rushing home to catch the newest episode of Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, and deciding what colors to use when making a rainbow loom bracelet. As we entered middle school, we were thrown into a new building with students from Huntertown, Simmons, Southside, Northside, and other schools to tackle the next challenge. Friend groups started to form, and we began to try to figure out who we were. On top of the many struggles of being a teenager, we were first exposed to social media. Many of us created our first Instagram and Snapchat accounts with the cringiest of usernames, mine being Tor12. Ever since then, we have had a 24/7 outlet to compare ourselves to others, talk poorly about each other through anonymous messages, brag to the friends that were invited to the sleepover, and so many more negative things. Social media isn't all bad, though. It has caused us to gain thick skin and brought us the Dr. Bell fan page. We could have focused on the fears, but we didn't. Our generation is capable of starting a movement in just one click, and we are not afraid to stand up for what we believe in, which is pretty cool if you ask me. On March 13th, 2020, which happened to be a Friday the 13th, of course, we were sent home from school with so many unanswered questions. The COVID-19 pandemic that we had been hearing about for weeks was finally here. We later got a one call saying that we were taking 2 weeks off and would return after spring break. I was pretty excited for a 3-week break before finals, but this clearly wasn't the case. The remainder of our sophomore year and the beginning of our junior year was spent learning virtually. This transition was hard on students, teachers, and parents. As students, we had to take accountability for our work and find the motivation to do so each day. Many of our classes changed course completely, besides AP Gov with Mr. Lewis. We were still writing claims in the midst of a global pandemic. Teachers had to scramble to find a way to continue our lessons virtually. While dealing with the stress of lesson planning, they were also worried about the mental health of each and every one of us. Being isolated from our peers during the most formative years of high school was a fear for us all. We feared missing out on memories from what's supposed to be the best days of our lives. When we were finally able to return to in-person learning, things were still abnormal. We had to wear masks, stay socially distant, and shout through the dividers in the cafeteria. During these hard times, we never gave up. We saw the bigger picture, a senior year filled with memories. This year, we got to make up for lost time by cheering on our 13-1 regional championship football team, attending homecoming and prom, getting disqualified from pep rallies, playing capture the flag until 1 a.m. the other morning, and finally, seeing smiling faces when walking through the halls. Living through a world of uncertainty during the pandemic has prepared us for future obstacles. This next year, some of us will be attending college, joining the armed forces, the workforce, attending technical school, and so much more. Starting this next chapter filled with uncharted territory is scary. We will be spread thousands of miles across the nation, from Western Washington University to Columbia to LSU, from the Army to the Marines to the National Guard, from Summit Salon Academy to Surf Pro to Kroger. In these up-and-coming years, we will deal with new challenges, we will experience failures, and we will continue to learn so much about ourselves. As we start this next journey, remember to continue to use your fears for good, to always stay resilient, and never back down from any challenge. Good luck, class of 2022. I can't wait to see all the amazing things we are capable of. Thank you.
Let's give our graduates one more round of applause. So thank you, parents. Thank you, community. Thank you, students, for being here as we recognize this great accomplishment. This concludes our ceremony. If we will, please rise as we dismiss our 2022 graduates. Oh, I guess we forgot something important. If you will, go ahead and turn your tassels to the other side, and let's give them a round of applause. We didn't practice this part. Right. I think we're good. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Congratulations, you did an amazing job. I know it's taking me off, and I really do appreciate it. And great ceremony. Yes, it was great. I know you all had a lot of hard work, and it was beautiful and perfect.
Yeah, come on in
Throw
there.
all the papers in.